What's wrong with daycare?
Daycare raises salivary cortisol levels in children, the studies show, meaning those babies are put into stressful states at a very young age when their brains are developing. Daycare has been known to increase aggression and anxiety and behavioral problems in the school years. And those children are more likely to develop attachment disorders. Remember, those first 3 years when children are so very fragile and vulnerable, taking them away from your body as a primary attachment figure and handing them over to strangers and leaving them there for hours on end will cause your child to have to develop pathological defenses. And that's what those children are forced to do. So it is the least good option of childcare. So let's talk about what are the better options of childcare if you have to use childcare. The best is your primary attachment figure for the first 3 years, as much as possible.
Primary attachment figure, you mean the mother?
Well,
the father?
no, it can be the father. It's the go-to person who's a sensitive, empathic nurturer. So when that baby's in distress, that baby gets their emotional needs met.
It can be the father.
It can be the father, but first the father has to learn how to be a sensitive. It doesn't come naturally to most men. With rare exception, I have known some patients where the husband, the father, was more sensitive than the mother. It's possible. But in general, instinctually, fathers are not sensitive, empathic nurturers because it's against their evolutionary instinct. Their evolutionary instinct, if you were an animal on the plains of Africa, you're an impala, you're a daddy impala, your baby is born and it comes out running. Because they're like born and you're all running together. You get behind that baby and you're like, get going, buddy. You better get going or you're going to be lunch for that lion. That's a father's instinct, is to protect. It's protective aggression, right? That's different than the baby impala falls down and the mother comes over and licks the baby and says, are you okay, honey? Can I give you a hug? Can you, if impala could talk. So it's a different instinct. So fathers can be taught to be primary attachment figures, but this is why I say it's so very important that we recognize the difference between men and women. If we just think they're exactly the same and we throw a father into the mix with an infant and the mother's going out and the father's staying home, if we don't talk about this stuff, and talk about it openly and say, when the baby cries, you have to mirror the baby's emotions. You have to do skin to skin. You have to soothe the baby, not encourage resilience, not distract the baby.